Welcome. I'm Tiffany Joy Greene, MBA, founder and CEO of Empower People. And in 30 minutes, you're going to learn how to make purpose-powered decision making and by using 3 questions to always ask. Okay, this is interactive. Keep the chat open. We move fast. Now type yes if you're here to be purpose-powered to make better decisions. Now let's lock it in. Oh, and please don't forget, you're going to want to keep a paper and pen by you, or if you prefer digital, something that you can take notes in, because this is going to be interactive. Now, without further ado, as we always do at Empower People, we always start every event with our oath. So please repeat after me. I, Tiffany Joy Greene, do solemnly swear to accept the lifelong obligation to hone my superhero powers and apply those superhero powers to the good of the people I serve. I will promote and add to the ongoing success of Empower People, its members, and the people, organizations, and communities it serves. I will help prepare the next generation of superheroes. I am driven to be a positive change agent for those I serve and interact with. And let's strike a pose. Let's do superhero pose. Hands on your hip, shoulders back, look up, off into the distance, into the sky. This is superhero pose, and this will make you feel empowered. Anytime you need a dose of empowerment, please feel free to strike this superhero pose. So, superheroes, we're going to slay the villain of indecision today. That's what we're here to do. Every leader faces tough choices, but most waste time, energy, and opportunities get stuck in the fog. In this course, I'm going to help equip you with 3 simple questions that cut through confusion and help you lead with clarity and conviction. How does that sound? If that sounds great to you, drop a mic drop emoji in the chat, or maybe a fire emoji. Now, indecision isn't neutral. It's not. It's costly. We stall because we fear making mistakes. We overload ourselves with options, or we wait for some magical, perfect timing. The problem is that while we hesitate, opportunities disappear and energy drains. I've seen small businesses lose revenue, nonprofits miss grants, and consultants lose credibility because decisions were delayed. The truth is, clarity beats perfection. Now, these are the 3 questions that form your clarity filter, okay? Does this align with my purpose? If it doesn't align, it doesn't belong. And if you don't know what your purpose is, I have a variety, or Empower People has a variety of courses and content to help you understand your purpose. Also, the next question is, does this create momentum or drain it? Energy is the test. The right decisions give you fuel. They give it to you. It fills your cup. It doesn't empty your cup. And 3, will this matter in 12 months? This one strips away the noise of urgency. If it won't matter in a year, it probably doesn't deserve your energy today. When I started Empower People, these questions helped me cut through shiny distractions and stay true to building an ecosystem of clarity and alignment. Drop in the chat how you feel about these questions. If you feel like these are 3 really good clarity filter questions, drop the smiley face emoji in the chat. If you're feeling a little hesitant, give me the emoji. And if you're feeling like, what? I don't know, Give me sad face emoji. Looks like a lot of happy faces, so that's absolutely positively fantastic. So let's look at an example. A nonprofit was offered a restricted grant that didn't fully fit their mission. They ran it through the filter. Here we go. Does it align with purpose? No. Will it create momentum? No. Will it matter in 12 months? No. So the decision was actually quite easy, right? They weren't going to move forward with this restricted grant because it didn't suit their purpose, it didn't create momentum, and it really wasn't going to matter in 12 months. So now let's compare this to launching a purpose-driven workshop, for example. Is it aligned with the mission? And yes, for this grant, would launching a purpose-driven workshop be aligned with a purpose? Yes. Would it fuel momentum? Yes. Would it matter in 12 months? Yes. So what's the answer? Should they launch a purpose-driven workshop? Yes, because you've got all the check marks to all three questions, which made making the decision a lot easier. Now let's look at a case study called the shiny partnership that would have derailed growth. Okay. There was a small marketing agency was approached by a much larger company offering a partnership. On paper, it looked impressive. Brand recognition, access to new markets, and the promise of bigger clients. The catch? The partnership required the agency to shift focus away from its niche, helping small businesses with authentic, purpose-driven campaigns. And instead of dedicated staff to servicing corporate accounts that weren't aligned with their values. Did you hear that? So their purpose was helping small businesses with authentic, purpose-driven campaigns, but through this partnership, they would be servicing corporate accounts that weren't aligned with their values. So what did they do? Well, of course they applied the clarity filter to this decision making. They ran the choice through the three questions. Does this align with our purpose? No. Why? Because it pulled them away from their mission of empowering local businesses. 2, does this create momentum or drain it? Drain. Staff will be tied up serving accounts they didn't believe in. And 3, will this matter in 12 months? No. They would be off purpose with unhappy employees and diluted impact. So what did they do? They made the hard call to say no. Within the next year, because they stay aligned, they signed 3 new contracts with purpose-driven small businesses who became loyal long-term clients. Their revenue grew more sustainably than if they chased, quote unquote, the big deal. When have you been offered an opportunity and your knee-jerk reaction was to say yes? Maybe an opportunity came and the monetary value was really appealing, so your knee-jerk reaction was to say yes. If you've been there, drop the raised hand emoji in the chat. I'm seeing some raised hand emojis. Now, for those of you who have put in the raised hand emoji in the chat, how many of you felt like that was a win for you, that worked out well for you? Drop W in the chat if that worked for you. And if it didn't work for you, put an L in the chat. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of L's, and there's a couple W's. So that's really interesting. So when there is a couple W's, perhaps this was a test of your purpose. So maybe the test proved to you or was an indicator of what your true purpose was. That can happen as well. So now let's take 2 to 3 minutes. Write down one decision that you're wrestling with, big or small. Now run it through the 3 questions. Trust your gut. Don't overthink. Notice what shifts when you focus on alignment, energy, and long-term impact. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Again, the exercise is also on the screen. Write down one decision you're facing now, run it through the 3 questions, and then note what shifts for you. Timer starts. One more minute left. Fantastic. So at this point, wait, pencils down, pens down, electronics, maybe flip over the phone. One note, let's move that to the side. So by now you should have your one decision that you're facing right now down. You should have run it through each of the questions, all 3 of them. And I would like to know what shifted for you. So who's willing to share their decision and what changed for them? If you're willing to share your decision and what changed for them, please type share in the chat. Remember, this isn't about being right. It's about practicing clarity. So if you're willing to share your decision and what changed for you, please type share in the chat. And then during our closed Q&A session, We'll review and we'll collaborate together. We'd love to hear from you. I'm sure everybody would love to hear from each other and what everyone's discovered. I apologize. I got click happy. So every decision shapes destiny. If you take nothing else today, remember this. Purpose is your compass. Clarity is your superpower. You now have a filter to test every choice. If 30 minutes can shift one decision, imagine the impact of practicing clarity in Momentum Mondays or exploring your personalized journey through our Moxie Guide, through our purpose report, because Moxie Guide will walk you through and help you uncover your purpose, your legacy statement, your values to help you make better decisions. And that's how you live and lead fully. So if you want more of this clarity, this is just a little sampling of what we do. Join us for Momentum Mondays. It's free this month. And also unlock your Moxie Guide Purpose Report. And if you happen to be watching this on another platform and you're not an Empower People member, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and join empowerpeople.org/join-now. And we're here to help you, provide you education, connection, support to drive your purpose. Because what do we believe? We believe people are power. So without further ado, if you have any questions, anybody out on the platforms watching this, please don't hesitate to reach out. And now we will begin to proceed with our Q&A session for those who are here live with us today. But for the folks that are not with us live, remember, Empower People is where people are powered. Let's evolve together.